So another opportunity of releasing music has just passed you by, and I'm just because
You know it's tea when you see them two fingers touching. Yeah.
why don't we have this song?
I'm just some real fine shit. All you bitches ugly.
Why don't we have that song? Why? Do I need to remind you of what just happened? Do I need? Let me. Do you see what? Are we all? Are we on the same page? Are we here? I just need to know: are me and you here? Because the song is viral on TikTok. Like, you got people all over Twitter talking about it. Why preview the song if it's not ready? Because the sound got removed from my video. So when the sound gets removed, I mean, like, maybe the music's being prepared to be released. Yesterday was a federal holiday. It was Martin Luther King Day. Okay, his birthday was January 15th. That was Friday. I just want to say happy Dr. King Day. Okay, shout out to all the people who had the day off. I had to work. That's some real ghetto work. Okay, but happy MLK Day. Another thing, Ari Lennox album is coming out this Friday, January 23rd. Her album title is Vacancy. Okay, Twin Flame is out. Make sure you stream it. Okay, stream Vacancy, stream Under the Moon. Yeah. We also talking about Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige said that Umbrella. Sometimes I feel like artists don't need to tell us that certain songs was for them, because that starts to ruin the image of what we already know. Mary J. Blige just told us that Umbrella by Rihanna was originally for her. And she goes, now it's raining more than ever. How that we'll still have each other. Under my umbrella, you can stand under my umbrella. Hey! Okay, under my wait. How's the bridge? We're talking about the owl impression. Okay, I seen a couple of them. I seen the one that was like the gay owl, and it was like, this is my version of a gay owl impression, and I'm like, thank you, thank you. And the one that Duran Bernard did, he was like, and then the one I seen one that was like Maya Angelou. It was like, yeah, that's just so funny to me. Also, we're talking about Casanat. A lot of people feel like he's being performative with the reading thing, and I feel like a lot of social media is performative. But if he wants to really educate himself and make himself better as a black man, because really, if we're talking about streaming had went way left when it comes to content that black people were making, especially like it just was a lot. You had like disrespect towards women, like just the focus of gay content, or what you call it, gay baiting. It just was avoiding the fact of just people having fun, being on live in front of thousands to millions of people. So I didn't know that he quit streaming. I'm glad that he's found another avenue. I feel like he's a great pillar in that community. I feel like he has done a lot, especially with streaming university. So if he keeps that going for younger streamers and people who are coming up and about that life, then I appreciate him for doing that and putting people on like he previously has done. But you know, he has talked about wanting to make clothes and watching anime and losing his girlfriend and so much more going on. Let me tell you something. When a black man loses their partner, or just not even a black man, but just when men lose their partner, they're either going to get into the gym, they're going to get into education, or something that's more beneficial in leveling themselves up. Like their grief is catapulted into something that's going to better themselves. And then they go out and get a white woman. Just tell me when I'm lying. Let's go ahead and talk about Nicki Minaj versus Don Lemon. Nicki Minaj ain't said, well, she came back and said HNY like everybody on the internet is smart. I'm not calling nobody dumb, but it did take me about about 10 seconds to realize what HNY meant, which was Happy New Year. And then she come out with a post saying, done cock sucking lemon. So at first I was like, what? I'm like, you done cock sucking a lemon, and then it says nasty. So I'm like, what lemon is nasty? Who cock sucking? Well, can I say that? But yeah, so it's just so crazy that, you know, I guess the situation, from my understanding, Don Lemon tries to school a pastor on the First Amendment after joining a mob of anti-ICE activists who stormed his church mid-worship service in Minneapolis. The pastor stood his ground, saying this is unacceptable. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship. Lemon, listen, there's a Constitution, a First Amendment, freedom of speech, freedom to assemble and protest. We're here to worship Jesus because the hope of the world is Jesus Christ. But did you try to talk to them? No one is willing to talk. I have to take care of my church and my family, so I ask that you would lead this building. Imagine bursting into a Sunday service, chanting over prayers, shutting down worship, and then telling the pastor he's the one who doesn't get the Constitution. The same First Amendment protects religious freedom too, but apparently that part gets ignored when it targets the Christians. This is peak hypocrisy. The pastor protected his flock like a shepherd should. Respect. That Christianity, listen, I grew up Christian or Christian like, and that religion is gonna tear this world apart. I just don't understand. You can believe in something, but all this trying to make other people believe in what you believe or feel. I understand what y'all saying that is wrong, that Don Lemon trample into this church during the service. Yes, that's wrong. Whatever you're practicing, you should have safe space to practice whatever you want to practice. But when you start trying to change other people's lives up under a religion, when you start trying to make rules and laws up under a religion, when you start to try change people's mindsets and oppress people based off a religion that was never created for them, that's what's really wrong. Okay, so what I'm understanding is the pastor is a ICE agent or is listed up on an ICE agent thing, and that's why they went in there and stormed his church. Do I think they should have handled that situation while they was having service and all that stuff? No, but I just think it's very weird. So I'm not lying. Her tweet is still up. I'm gonna read to you what it says. It says, "Don cock-sucking Lemon is disgusting. How dare you? I want that thug in jail. He would never do that to any other religion. Lock him up." No other religion is seen here blatantly that I know of. Because every time I see a Doge ad, or I seen Erica Kirk and Nicki Minaj sit down, or I seen anything with that side, it's Christian, Christian, Christian. And then it's fucked up, possibly. Fucked up, in my opinion. In my opinion. And I want to say everything that I said about these two, Don Lemon, Nicki Minaj, all these celebrities, alleged. Listen, I ain't got no money for y'all to sue me, but what I will say is, it's so crazy to watch Nicki Minaj stay on this side. And I said I was going to make a video about MAGA Minaj and how you separate her from the music. But at this point, I honestly don't know how you can separate her from the music. Like, at least she's standing 10 toes down on it. But I know a lot of people are out here saying, like, ain't no hey, no nothing. It's just a HNY that we supposed to decode. That means Happy New Year. Now I'm about to contradict myself. I'm not gonna lie. When some Nicki do come on, I be like, damn, I ain't heard that in a minute. Click. But it's really time to get really serious about ICE and religion and just our viewpoints on this world, because at this point, like, we're really living in a dictatorship or something like it, to where Trump can just make any rule that comes up in the back of his mind, or if he go to sleep on the wrong side of the bed, wake up and sign and have executive order, over whatever he decides. And if we don't stop something, because I feel like so many people are being passive about this administration. I believe today or either yesterday marked a year since Donald Trump's inauguration for his second term. But I just want to leave you all with this message. Even though messy and gossip and all that stuff is fun, it's really important to vote in these local elections in your community, because those are the ones that really impact the bigger elections all the way up to, the presidency election. It's really unfortunate to see some of your faves side with the side that you don't side with. And I don't want to say Democrats or Republicans. Even though I am on the Democrat side, I don't want to tell you that you're wrong for choosing to be Republican, because I don't know your tax bracket. I don't know your reasoning why. I just know that when you're affecting a large group of people and you don't care, it's always going to circle around and come back to you in some type of form or format. All I can do is hopefully with you, pray for a better outcome of the United States, because at this point, it's just seeming like we either going to get blasted out the sky, or they trying to welcome everybody who ain't white back into slavery or some type of oppression. while groceries get higher, rent gets higher, daycare, living, healthcare, everything is on the rise. And they're going to convince you it's because of your Christian way or their Christian way. Shantastic Gang, I love you. That was just a prerequisite before today's video. We're talking about Duran Bernard and James Bamboo is Antidote 100 LMA. I love you. I'll see you all later.